Now, this is one of the things that I saw, and I was like a little surprised by when I saw it because I thought this was kind of a different level of a problem here. But we have a situation where we've got a grid, and I said that they're fire stations located at S, P, R, and then Q, which isn't shown. So whenever a point gets left off, they're going to ask you to plot that point. And it's going to have to be paired up with another point to create a perpendicular bisector. Now, there's other information from this graph that I'm curious about just because of where things are located, but I'm not completely sure as to whether or not it matters. So anyways, I need Q. So if you look at this, there should be a point in each of these areas to kind of tell where stuff is. So the area that's currently missing a point is down here. So before I even read the questions, I know I'm going to have to place point Q. So if I think about it, it's going to have to pair up with point P, all right, to make a line. And it's going to be this line right here. Now, normally when I've seen this, they seem to be asking it where it's a horizontal or vertical line. So it's something that you can figure out. So if point P is right there, all right, point P is where it currently is. If I look at this, this line is flat. So it's supposed to be perpendicular bisecting, which means that it would be on that line right there, because that's perpendicular to it. It's also supposed to be bisecting it, so it should be an equal distance on the other side, which means that I know for sure that point Q is going to have to go right there before they even ask me to find it, okay? And that's definitely going to be one of the questions down here. So it says point Q is located in the lower portion of the graph. Use point P and find the proper location for point Q. So I've got it. It should be at 4, 1. All right, didn't really ask me to write it down, but I'm going to write that on anyways. House located at 7, 2. Which station's closest to it? All right, so same kind of question we've been having. So 7, 2 is right on the border. Now, this particular spot is going to be really close to 3 different hospitals. Sorry, these are fire stations. Fire stations. It's going to be really close to Q. It's going to be really close to P, and it's going to be really close to R. And what I mean by that is those distances are not going to be a lot different. Okay, but because it's in this very large area out here, all right, it is going to be closest to R. All right, and again, you could confirm that by doing all the distance formulas and trying to figure out what's going on, but you don't need to do that because it's all divided. It's all divided out. All right, so we've got that going on right there. If you go to the last one, it says if a new station is placed at 9, 4, draw a line that would add a new district served by the station. So let's say you have a situation where a lot of people move into a certain area, or you just have some money and you want to spend some more money on a fire station. So you have some people that get serviced by a closer fire station. So, whoops. Let me get my thing here. 9, 4. I forgot the point. So 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So there's my new fire station. All right. So I need to make a perpendicular bisector right there. All right, to see which one's going to be closer to that situation right there. Now, this would change some other things too. This is a very kind of minor thing, but if I'm just looking to divide this up right here, it's going to go obviously go straight up and down. That one's horizontal, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go 2. So that line would go right there. Now, some other lines would change because you need to consider Q and that station to kind of adjust that one out there. There's some other things that are going to be in play there. But if it asks it that way, that's what's going to happen. So now everything in R is going to be over in here. My new station is going to cover everything out in this area. And then again, there's going to be a little bit of a change of this border right here. This border right here might change a little bit, and so might this one, because they're going to meet someplace to do that. But that's what we're looking at as a different kind of a question.